Karibo, welcome to This is a Trolley TV, and this is your host Richard giving you another recap of the Uganda match in the African Cup of Nations. This time we were going up against Mali, and Mali from North Africa, we're from East Africa. Two different styles of football, but it made for a decent match. So I'm gonna talk about that. But first, let's get into the football pitch. What is this? My gosh, no drainage system at all. Now, what can I expect? I mean, again, the facilities and the infrastructure when it comes to Africa and football stadiums is not great. There was torrential downpour just before the game was about to start, so there were legit swimming pools on the football pitch. Swimming pools. Michael Phelps in the middle of the football pitch. And us Ugandans, we're not great swimmers. We're just not. Well, I'm speaking on behalf of myself and my sisters. We all nearly drowned in the same swimming pool, a shallow one. But it made for a decent match, and Uganda tried, Mali tried to play football, and that is all I can ask for when I'm watching a football game. Um, Again, the ball got stuck into the ground, so there was not much room for any crisp or finesse kind of passes or shots. But they tried, and their efforts were valiant, and I commend them, both teams. A recap now on the first half. So Mali are the dominant team. They clearly show that they have the more technically gifted players. And Uganda did try to kind of hold its own with Mali, but they struggled, and it was a very difficult game for both teams to kind of grab by the horns. So what we had was a pretty dull first half, unfortunately. When we come straight into the second half, because let's skip all that, come into the second half, and they both come out swinging. It's counter-attacking football. What happened is in the middle of the half time, the groundsman tried to sweep, yes, sweep water away from the ground. And to be fair to them, they managed to get some bit of the grass back. They reclaimed a little bit of the football pitch. So in the second half, there was a lot more better movement of the ball. Uganda had their first goal, and let me tell you something, it was something glorious. We had just scored before, but it was offside, so it was a disallowed goal. And now the build-up play was pretty quick and swift. It was a counter-attack, and our guy Mayal, that's how I'm going to say his name, respect it. He took the ball on the chest, I think, or he first time volleyed it. Again, my memory is a little bit hazy. I just watched the game. As you can see, I'm not wearing my shirt. It's because I've come home from work. I had to do this and do that, family responsibilities, but managed to watch the game, saw the goal, and I'm proud of him. I'm proud of my boys because let me tell you something. We had no chance, no chance in this tournament. But this flag signifies something. When we hold it up and we put it over our chest, it gives us a sense of pride, and we showed that today. They said that they weren't going to leave this tournament without at least 1 point, and they proved that today. I've given away the ending because 3 minutes later, Mali scored an epic free kick. I mean, this is like the Roberto Carlos free kick against France back in 96 or 97. You need to go back and see this. It's a great free kick. The ball swerves. My Ugandan goalkeeper, my brother, he's rooted, didn't move. He couldn't. There was nothing he can do. But valiant effort from both teams. It ended as a 1-1 draw. Towards the end of the game, things got a bit tumultuous. Players were getting a bit more gritty with the tackles, a little bit more forceful with the way they were imposing themselves on the other team. But again, African Cup of Nations showed real talent today, because that football pitch was terrible due to the rain and not due to the groundsman this time. And yeah, they really showed that they can play in whatever weather conditions is thrown at their way. So I'm pretty happy again with this performance. Two losses and a draw is bad by any stretch of imagination, but it shows that Uganda have made progress. We only conceded 3 goals as opposed to conceding 10. So well done to my boys. Now, I know that this is kind of sad. I'm not going to be doing any more reviews on the African Cup of Nations. This is just due to scheduling conflicts. I'm going to be quite busy over the next 2 weeks, so I wouldn't be able to do any more videos. But what I will promise you is more content about Africa, because my pride and joy is the place I'm from. I was born in London, raised in London, but I was raised in an Acholi household. Essentially, that's my tribe in Uganda, and I take a lot of pride in culture and traditions, and I love African culture as a whole. So these are things that I really want to do more videos about, and hopefully you can support me, um, because it's relative to me, and I want it to be relative to you. So please subscribe, like, comment, give me feedback, give me tips, give me constructive criticism, because Lord knows Ugandans love to give criticism. May not be constructive, but I appreciate it all nonetheless. Peace and love to you all, and again, I'll see you next week. I'll definitely do a video next week. Oh, wait, I'm going to a Mos Def concert on Friday. Yes, I'm gonna do a vlog for that, and the whole day, track the whole event, my whole day towards the event as well. I'll be going with my sister, who is also a YouTuber, and hopefully I can give you some decent footage with a great review of an amazing concert, of what should be an amazing concert. Now that he's changed his name to Yasin Bey, but he's still Mos Def to me. Black on both sides, baby. Black on both.